Good morning. Judy here from Thistledew Creations. Today I have a friend haul for you. I got a messenger message from my friend Karen, who was a friend of my mom's forever. And she's going through some things and found some things she thought I might like. So I stopped in for a visit yesterday afternoon and picked this stuff up and had a really good visit. Gave her some Easter earrings for her girls in the family, because they always do a big Easter party. So I'll just show you what she saved for me. She had, I'll get this stuff out of the way first, some candle wicking thread, which is 100% cotton, 50 yards of it, 4-strand, 2-ply thread, just like a natural cotton look. So that'll be great for tying tags and maybe even binding books. Be good, strong thread. And in with the same stuff, she had this. She thought it was something to do with candle wicking. I'm not sure, because I'm not sure what's all involved with candle wicking, but it appears to be some sort of cotton fibers. So if anybody knows what this part might have been used for, say so in the comments. Save me looking it up on Google. So I got that, and I can just use these fibers in clusters and underneath focal points and things. So that'll be fun to play with. And then candle wicking fabric, which is basically just cotton muslin, a piece 36 by 47. So I probably will do some stamping on this and make little stamped images and phrases and things with torn edges. And then maybe a yard, I would say a full yard of this welcome ribbon with the little houses and the hearts. And it's like a burlap ribbon. And she was like, you don't necessarily want that. Like, it's kind of dated. But I said, no, I'll use that. And if I don't use it, I'll swap it with someone. I could always use the backside, which is plain. But that's cute. It's still cute and country. And I still do country. So it'll work for me. And then we had some embroidery hoops, which she, again, wasn't sure that I would want. But I like anything vintage. And these are older ones. This one is an older one anyway. Let's see if there's any marking on it here. Don't know if there would be. I don't see any numbers or lettering on it. Oh, and it's just a spring held. Some of them have like a screw. Oh, and it's got the cork. That's cool. It's all in good shape. See if there's any writing on the inside of the hoop. Nope, nothing. Nothing to indicate the maker or anything. But that's neat. I've never noticed one with just a spring holding it tight. And then a wooden one, which I have plenty of, and this is obviously newer with the barcode on it. But that's okay. An 8-inch hoop. I can use this to make, just to cut circles. I could use it as a template. I can stretch fabrics on it for embroidering, of course, or painting. And I can also use it to make my dream catchers. So it will not go unused, Karen. Don't you worry about that. Photo corners. Now this is interesting because they're clear. Little clear stick-on photo corners. So I might have to grunge some of these up with ink. Make them look old. But I do have some vintage designs in mind with little old photographs, so I will use these. She didn't think I would use these either, and I said, yep, I will. And then there was this little stationery box, which I like the box all by itself with nothing in it. It was writing paper, John Frederick Limited, 1999, so not ancient, but 25 years old. And it's got a little drawer in the bottom with note paper. Actually, it would have had note paper. It seems to be all gone. And there seems to be like a false bottom in there. They did that a lot to make it look like there was more than there was. So I'm going to take that out, false bottom out, so that I can use this for storage. It'll hold more stickers or whatever. And then this I can use to make tags. So you never know what I will use and how I will use it. And then I just love the print on this. It's like a parchment look, but it's just smooth paper printed. You can see the one side's white, the other side is pink with that, I don't know, crinkled look to it. So there's envelopes and note paper to go with it. I'm sure there was some note paper. Yeah, some of, oh yeah, this is the note, some of the note paper here. So it's the kind that's folded into 4 to fit in the envelope. I thought there was something else in here too, a different type, but let's just see. We just kind of quickly looked in there. She thought it was all envelopes, and then I noticed the note paper. I guess she just realized she wasn't going to use it. She hadn't used it all these years. And here's some other blank ones, I guess, that you could stick in if your letter got long. So these will be great for me to stick in with Happy Mail, to write a little note to the person that I'm sending the Happy Mail to. And I could use it also for sending artist trading cards. It's the right size. Here's an artist trading card up here. An unfinished one. So that'll fit in there nicely. So that was fun. Not as many envelopes as she probably thought there was, only 5, but I like the envelopes and the paper, and especially like the box, to be honest. So that's a win-win. And another little stationery set. Must have got it at a yard sale. Really pretty floral on an ivory background. And in here we have a little lace applique and some stickers. Looks like sort of a baby pastel baby print stickers. Hallmark. Acid-free, 3 sheets of them. Ideal for scrapbooks. And then some more baby stickers, more like die cuts that are sticky on the back. Little tags. So I'll definitely use those. We got some Christmas stickers. Those will be great for a series of ATCs. Little teddy bears with red and green scarves, and one's holding a Christmas tree. Very cute. And then here's the stationery. So we've got some note paper with the rose in the corner. I love that. And even the little folio. I mean, I can use the folio itself, but it also gives me like a template to make a folio. So that'll be an upcoming project. Just got to figure out how I'm going to make these cuts nicely. I know I can do them. It's just doing them nicely. And then the pink envelopes. Now some of these look like they're stuck down, but Karen, don't despair. I have a way to use these too. So not at all a waste. So a lot of people would probably just throw them away because they're stuck down. Well, no, you don't have to. That'll be part of an upcoming video, how I use those. So I really like that for the contents and the cover and the concept of what I could make similar. So those are fun things. And then there's another little folio, which is one that I've been meaning to make. Like what do they call that? A gatefold or a, I'm not sure the proper term for it. If you know the proper term for that, put it down below. I'm gonna say that's upside down, but I guess it's hard to tell with florals sometimes. That looks better to me. And then inside you've got a pocket in each end, which holds envelopes. And these are beautiful pastel envelopes. I'm gonna have to include a couple of these in my Easter journal that I'm mailing off next week to Wanda down in Nova Scotia. She might have it by the time you see this video. And then in here we've got, these look like they're from a different set. Some more envelopes. I love those pretty pink ones. These are gorgeous. These are absolutely beautiful. So they'll go inside Happy Mail. I won't use those as the mailing envelope because they get all messed up. It's beautiful. Some note paper. Oh, I did have it right side up the first time. That's the telltale. When you can lift that pad up, I expect it to lift from the top. So that's pretty paper. And then the other side has more of those same pastel envelopes. So again, another way that I can do these folds, and that gives a little bit of room inside instead of just folding a piece over and gluing it. So that'll be fun to play with, and I would need cardstock to do that sort of intersecting thing. And again, I can use this as an actual template because this one will unfold completely. So I'm all about trying things like that. Not that I'm going to do hundreds of them, but I've been wanting to do one of these types of folders and have like a great big butterfly. I've got some great big butterfly die cuts that could go on the front. And so I've been wanting to do that. So now I've got a bit of a template to remind me to do it and to get me started on it. And then there was this set, which is, again, Hallmark. Thank you notes, envelopes, a journal, a list pad, 3 self-stick notes, 3 self-stick marker pads, 6 binder clips, and a pencil. So I don't know, this would have been a gift set. I don't know if she would have bought it for herself or received it as a gift, but I know perfect when I see it. That's cute. So these are the little note cards and envelopes. I see if they're all different. Nope, they're all the same. Does it say anything inside? Well done. Now, isn't that pretty? The pink interior. They seem to be all the same. I like those. I wonder if Karen knew that that said well done inside. And then again, we've got the false bottom in there. So more cardstock that I can use, and then a deeper well for sorting out little bits. This will slide nicely into my drawers that I keep behind my desk here to sort maybe a certain style of die cut or sticker or something. And then this is the little journal, I guess. Just little cardstock covered journal with a little spine. Very cute. And then these are the little post-it notes and stuff. Control freaks unite, but not until I say so. Some of us are control freaks. Sometimes I am. Other times I'm just, oh yeah, whatever, let it go. And these are really cute. Little tiny, they're not post-it notes. They're just, well, let's see. Yeah, they are post-it notes. They're sticky along the wet edge. Blue and green. And they're kind of tacked in there with a little bit of glue that's dried up. And then these little flag post-it notes. Today, tomorrow, yesterday. So those will be fun to include as well. And different happy mails. I'll sleep when everything's clean. I know some people that would like this notepad. It's not my motto, that's for sure. And then the binder clips, always handy when you're binding books. I actually know someone who would really like these. A couple of someones, actually. So, and that has a nice little clear cover so you can see what's in there. And then the box itself is pretty, so no need to cover it. And then, of course, there's the bag that it was all in. Bulk barn bag. One with, oh, I just ripped it. One with handles. Because I've ripped it now, I'll probably just use it for the paper. I've been meaning to make a bunch of little tiny journals just out of paper bag to use some of my paper bag up. And then I will either do art in them or use them as glue books or make little mini junk journals or just decorate the fronts and use them as notebooks. So that'll be a mass make project that it might be a porch project. I might show you how to do it and then make a bunch of them off camera. I'll figure out how I'm going to do it first. So thank you very much, Karen, for all the goodies. I love receiving little things like this. Not that I need them, you know, if you, well, you don't know because you haven't seen my craft room, but it's full of stuff like this, but I love it. So keep it coming when you find it and you're thinking of tossing it, think of me. I'll take it. So like, comment, share, and subscribe if you like seeing these kinds of videos. It kind of helps sometimes to know what to look for when you're in the thrift stores, when you see the used items that I will find useful and how I plan to use them. So thanks for watching. Have a good day and happy crafting.